Hey everybody, what I've got here is mission 82 of Battlebox, and we're going to check it out right now on Kitbashed Survival. Alright, so as most of you probably know, Battlebox is a subscription box service. As it says on the front of the box, it is survival and tactical gear delivered monthly. So that pretty much says it all. Now, of course, some people don't like these types of subscription boxes, and if you don't like them, you don't have to get them. I don't get the stuff in here because I need it. I get it because it's just a lot of fun to see what's in the box every month. It's kind of like Christmas morning once a month. Anyway, let's go ahead and open mission 82 and see what's inside. Whole bunch of stuff. Pretty good sized box for this mission. And here's the mission briefing. Nice picture on the front. Kind of chilling out by the fire during the cold winter. So there are 4 levels of Battlebox. There's the basic box, the advanced box, the pro box, and then the Pro Plus box, which is the knife of the month. And I always get the Pro Plus box. So we'll start off by checking out what's in the basic box. So up first, we've got Squirrel's Nut Butter All Natural Anti-Chafe Salve. That's pretty funny. But anti-chafing salve is always a good thing to have. I use it when I go backpacking because there's nothing worse than being chafed in the middle of a backpacking trip. It makes it miserable really fast. So I always bring something like this with me when I go backpacking. All natural. Not tested on animals, and I like how they have a little outline of a squirrel, just to let you know, even though there's a squirrel on the front, they didn't test it on any squirrels. Put an end to your post-race shower yelps. Alright. The second item in the basic box is actually 3 items, and they're all made by My Medic. So there's a first aid and survival guide, a pack of these super skin bandages, and then a package of gauze pads and rolls. So let's check them out. First aid and survival guide. Got a bunch of useful stuff in there. Always good to have 1 or more of these around. Always good to put in a survival kit or something like that. Or just in your glove box. And we've got these super skin bandages. Assorted 12-pack of super skin bandages for treating cuts and scrapes on knees, elbows, and fingers. So it sounds like just a bunch of band-aids. Let's see. Looks like they're band-aids, but they're cool-looking band-aids. Got gray ones with crosses on them. It looks like black or something. Let's check one out. I can't tell if that's black or olive green, but it's kind of cool looking. See how it goes on. It stays on well. Feels good. It's kind of like a fancy band-aid, but I like them. Always good to have extra bandages around. They've got assorted sizes, so they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those size. Then they've got these larger size, 1, 2, 3. And then since it's a 12-pack, I'm guessing there's 3 of these. And I think these are knuckle bandages, but let's see what it says. 3 fingertip super skin bandages. So yeah, these are for fingertips. So yeah, pretty cool. And then we've got a pack of gauze. The gauze mod. There's a couple rolls of gauze like that. Now let's go ahead and take it all out. Small roll of gauze, larger roll of gauze, and then a bunch of gauze pads. So we've got 1, 2, 3, looks like 6 of these, which are 2x2s. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. We got 2 4x4s and 2 3x4s. And then this is a 3-inch gauze roll, 4.1 yards, and a 2-inch gauze roll, 4.1 yards. So yeah, I mean, quite a bit of first aid stuff here. And of course you get the first aid and survival guide, so not bad. And here's the amazing part. Let's check the status of my wound under this Band-Aid. Look at that. It's completely gone. Like it never even happened. And then the third item in the basic box is a book. So it's the Outdoor Life Ultimate Self-Sufficiency Manual. Build, Grow, Farm, Survive, from the New York Times best-selling author, Tim McWelch. Okay. So it's just a big old survival guide and living off the grid kind of stuff. First aid. Tools. Building a log cabin. Know your medicinal plants. Keep it dry. Stock your kitchen. Yeah. Whole bunch of useful stuff. Up next is the advanced box, and for mission 82 there's one item in the advanced box, and it's this: a ReadyWise American Red Cross 72-hour kit emergency food supply. Just add water, 32 servings, made in the USA, up to a 25-year shelf life. Let's see what we got. The kit includes 8 servings of crunchy granola, 4 servings of cheesy macaroni, 4 servings of teriyaki rice, 4 servings of hearty tortilla soup, and 12 servings of whey milk alternative. The American Red Cross encourages everyone to be prepared for emergencies and disasters. Simple preparedness actions can equip you with the necessities that can make all the difference should an emergency occur. And they've got the directions for serving everything. It's pretty cool. I've had ReadyWise food before, and it's okay. It's not the best freeze-dried, dehydrated food out there, but it's okay. So yeah, pretty cool. Next, we've got the Pro Box, and again, there's just one item in the Pro Box for Mission 82, and it's an emergency radio phone charger, the FRX3 Plus all-purpose weather radio and portable phone charger, made by Eton. I've seen these before. I think the Red Cross actually sells these as well. AM, FM weather band digital radio with display, NOAA weather alert, and for you guys outside the US, NOAA is the, oh gosh, I'm probably going to get this wrong, National Oceanic Atmospheric Association, something like that. They're basically responsible for tracking all the weather in the United States and doing alerts and stuff like that. USB smartphone charger, solar charging, hand crank power, LED flashlight, glow-in-the-dark locator, DC input, mini USB, aux input, headphone jack, alarm clock, and a 2600 milliamp hour internal battery provides massive charge to smartphones and tablets. Well, 2600 milliamp hours is not a massive charge. You'll probably get maybe 1 or 2 charges out of that. Not very much, but it's better than nothing. And certainly, you know, for an emergency radio, that's just fine. And of course, how many charges you get out of a battery depends on how big the device is and what its power requirements are. But I use an iPhone, and I think a 2600 milliamp battery, I'll get maybe 1 to 2 charges out of that. If I'm remembering correctly, I could be wrong. So don't quote me. Most of the batteries that I take camping with me are usually 10,000 milliamp hours, and that provides a lot of extra power so I can charge my phone multiple times. All right. Here's that mini USB cable for charging it, and they've got a little lanyard here too. And instructions. Read this first. The rechargeable lithium battery has been disconnected for transportation purposes. To use the crank charge system, open the battery compartment and connect the rechargeable battery's plug into its socket per diagram. Looks like it's already plugged in. Okay. Yeah, it's already plugged in. So it's got an antenna, folding antenna. Not bad. And I'm guessing all the plugs are behind this little piece of rubber. Yeah. So we've got an aux outlet, a headphone outlet, a mini USB for charging, and then a USB for charging your phone or other device. So it's a nice looking thing. I actually thought about buying one of these on Amazon a while back. Flashlight's there. Got the tuning knob here, volume knob here. Looks like a mute button, power button, AM, FM, and then 7 weather bands. This is the crank to charge it. And there's the solar cell. Try turning it on. Well, it's got enough juice for the blinking red light, but I don't think it has enough power for the regular flashlight. And the display is really dim, and I don't hear the radio coming on at all. So this thing probably needs to be charged. So I'll tell you what, we'll take a break for a second. I'll charge this and we'll come right back. Okay, I'm back with a full charge. So if I press any of these buttons, the display lights up for a little bit. So with these buttons up here, the cell button turns this thing into a charging station, and then you can charge your cell phone or whatever from the port on the back. Then there's a set button to set the time and the alarm on, off, up and down buttons to set the alarm and time. And then there's this alert button, and that works in conjunction with the weather band radio function. So when you turn on the weather band radio to whatever frequency you want to use, and then you press the alert button, it'll turn off the weather radio and then turn it on automatically when it hears a weather alert tone on the weather band. Pretty cool. So let's turn it on.
With Hobson and Hobson today.
And we've got AM radio.
Don't wait, as it may.
We can switch to FM.
Tune-ups a year. Go ahead, schedule your appointment.
Conservatism in a minute, and I can't.
And then we've got weather bands. Now, weather band, I may not be able to get a good signal in here. We'll see what we can do. And it's talking about the snow that we might get in a couple days here in Georgia. So I can get it. There's a lot of interference in here. If I was to go outside, it would sound a lot better. Or even just to another room in my house where there's not so much interference. But I can make it out. I don't know if you can make it out on the video, but I can definitely understand it. It's talking about the winter weather advisories coming in here on Sunday. So yeah, it works.
Through the drive-thru on your way home. That blind.
And then, of course, here's that crank to charge up the battery. Although, using the crank and using the solar cell is going to take a really long time. It's always best if you have a full battery charge. Oh, and here's the flashlight. So now it's working with a full battery charge. It's interesting that with a low battery, the only thing that was working was the red flashing light. But with a full battery, you get everything. So, yeah, I mean, I like it. It works. It looks nice. What's not to like? And lastly, we've got the Pro Plus box, which is the knife of the month. And for Mission 82, we've got another Fox Edge knife. This is the Fox Edge, and I'm probably mispronouncing this, Anunnaki folder with sheath. So, let's check out the Anunnaki folder with sheath. It's a big thing. It's got like a nylon sheath. Buckle back there. A little clip. Now, in previous missions, they've had Fox Edge knives, and Fox Edge knives are always interesting. They're never quite normal. So let's see what we got here. Very interesting. It's a heavy thing. Feels good in the hand. It's very heavy. Definitely not lightweight. And it locks. Got some jimping up here. And a little choil here. Okay, there's the unlock. And what is this? Oh, that locks it. Okay. So that locks it so it can't be folded back down. That's cool. It's sharp. D2 steel. The scales are G10. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like it. It's different. Like I said, Fox Edge knives are always different in some way. They never put out just a regular boring knife. I mean, I'm sure they do, but I've never seen one. It's definitely a two-handed knife. This is not something you're gonna flip open with one hand at all. But yeah, I like it. Yeah. Alright, so there you have it. The Fox Edge Anunnaki folder with sheath. Pretty cool little knife. Well, I shouldn't say little knife. Pretty cool big knife. It's gigantic. Definitely not a pocket knife. This is something you wear on your belt or put on your pack or something. But yeah, very cool. Alright, so there's all the stuff from Battlebox Mission 82. Overall, I think it's an okay mission, not the best in the world, but okay. I think my problem is, from a personal standpoint, I've been a Battlebox subscriber for a long time, and so I'm starting to see some repetition, and that's bound to happen when you're a long-term subscriber to one of these things. So, you know, at some point in the future, I may discontinue Battlebox and go with some other subscription box. We'll just have to see what happens, but overall it's okay, and it does have some useful stuff inside. And by the way, Mission 83 just arrived today. I was a little bit behind in my Battlebox reviews, so I'll be filming Mission 83 right after this, and that should be up pretty soon. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. For now, that's it. I'm Eric Siegel. This is Kit Bashed Survival. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.